options, choices, and we get them often. Yeah. And if you ain't no, God damn it, what? Any, mini, miny, mo. Let's get it, let's go. If you ain't no, what? Any, mini, miny, mo. Let's go.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what time it is. Welcome to Down in the Basement podcast, where we tell you what really went down this week. If you're listening for the very first time, this is what you get when you put thunder and lightning.
Hell yeah, brother.
With some chocolate. Minus the chocolate this week because Simon is not with us. But he's with us in spirit. Shout out to Simon.
Shout out.
We got Ricky, the soundboard guy here.
The one and only.
And last but not least, my name is Anthony.
Hell yeah.
Today, the very day today is actually Cinco De Mayo.
Hey.
For those that don't know, Ricky, do explain what Cinco de Mayo is significant for.
So, unbeknownst to most people who believe that May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, is Mexico's Independence Day, it is actually the day that La Batalla del Puebla happened, and the Mexican army defeated the French army, and they fucking beat their ass, bro. Mopped them up. Unfortunately, it has been commercialized, monetized, meant to be a party day for most. But hey, you know us. We'll use any day to celebrate.
There you go. Nice. And fun fact. Yeah, it's only a battle, not the war.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they ended up losing to the French next battle.
The war, actually, right? Look,
we don't talk about that, dude.
All right. Okay.
Why?
Hey, but Cinco de Mayo, shout out to him. On a separate note, but also within the culture, the race, the ethnicity. No, not the ethnicity. I'm actually wearing to represent Colombia's colors to bring awareness of what's currently going on in Colombia.
Talk about it. For those that don't know, what's going on?
So, much like the U.S., there's actually a problem with police brutality going on in Colombia. From what I know, it started off because during the pandemic, they raised the taxes. And so the people unhappy started protesting. And in those protests that had happened, there's been deaths and a lot of people missing, and also sexual assaults. That's
really?
That was claimed that was going on during these protests, and people are just going missing. And so now they're bringing awareness to it. People are protesting even more now, not against the taxes because they've finally brought it down again, but now it's against police brutality, and it's much more significant that they're protesting for.
Yeah, so, what really brought some attention to it was that recently 19 people were killed by the police, straight up shots fired. It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Kids in high school, just people. Yeah, it's a messed up situation over there. I thank you for bringing awareness to it. For those that think he was using our culture as a costume, no, that is not true. My man's is out here repping for Colombia, which we all should be helping. Hey, power to the people. We got to get through this. And yeah, hopefully they can find some type of agreement after all these protests, man. People are really getting cooked up inside, So all this awareness, all this just trouble going on, man, it was bound to happen. You know what I mean? As things started opening up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so, I just want to make the point that it's not just an American problem that police brutality is. It's a universal problem. And I think we've mentioned it before that it stems from the Stanford, like based on the Stanford experiment. If you bring somebody into police authority, they will abuse the power and oppress those that they're that are below them, that are not in
Mm.
authority. But
So
yeah,
keep
in
in
that
mind,
note, abolish police. I'm just kidding. No, we need
every
some form.
episode,
Uh,
every episode.
no, we're good. On that note, though, let's do some vibe check.
Tell me something good.
Oh yeah. Let me start because we've already started on this topic of cops and
Go
police
ahead.
brutality. I ordered DoorDash the other day, actually
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and my DoorDash got stopped by a cop.
Shh.
And it was, yeah, I know. They don't want to see me eating, man.
They don't want to see
Um,
you eat.
it sucks because it was right across, right like a block away from my house that he was just stopped, and he was there for like 10 minutes. I thought he was like he just stopped or like
Eating your
went home
food.
somewhere. Yeah. And so I texted him. I was like, "Hey, are you close by?" And then he texted back saying, "Yes, I got stopped by the cop." And I don't know what had happened, but like 30 minutes later, he came by, dropped off my food, and he was like apologizing. I felt bad for him because when he dropped it off, he was kind of sad, like damn, like lamenting almost, like damn.
Mm.
So I don't know if he was like speeding and then he got caught and now he has a ticket that costs more than the DoorDash.
Mm.
But I'm just saying,
That
man.
what I'm saying is, man, why you feeling bad for him? You should have asked for a refund. You should have reported his ass. It's
Huh.
not your fault he out here getting tickets and shit.
Man, you
Hell
right.
nah, bruh. Did you call that in? Did you
I should. I
did you
still
give him a
could.
did you give him a bad review? Just say it wasn't in a timely manner, bruh. Cause come on, bruh. How you gonna rely on him as an employee
Of an establishment.
of an establishment, a
Of an
profitable one? And actually, I don't know if DoorDash is profitable. I know that Uber is. If it
DoorDash.
was Uber
Yeah.
Eats, then yeah. But how am I trusting you with my food to get to me safely and you out here speeding? Huh? That's what
Right?
I want to know. It's not my fault. Hey, feel bad for him if you want. Business is business, baby.
Hey, you're right.
Why is you not driving safe? Why is you not, careful with my food? 30 minutes late? Bruh. Unexcusable. You should. I'm just saying. I might sound like a Karen, but am I wrong though?
Hey, you're right.
I'm
Because
saying
that's his fault, right?
that is his fault.
I was
Unless he
gonna,
got
because
uh
already
huh.
I was gonna like I was already thinking about, like making a complaint and and doing all that, but when he was like, "Oh, I got pulled over by the cops," and then when he dropped off his food and he looked hella sad, I was like, "All right," At that point, I was like, "All right, I just hope you have a good day."
He probably just did a smoke break. He hella lied.
Huh? I should. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna talk to a DoorDash representative right now after this.
Fucking talk to him, dog. Oh my god. And next time he should really try what I'm about to talk about in my vibe check. And maybe
Hmm.
he wouldn't have got caught speeding or nothing like that. Cause sometimes, bro, you just need to take it easy, relax, and meditate. See, for my vibe check this week, I wanted to let you know that today in the morning was kind of bad for some reason. I don't know why I had this really anxious feeling of like right as I got into work. I was good at the gym until the ending where I was like, this guy annoyed me. But then I was like, you know what, whatever. And then I went into work and I was hella anxious. And I just like, I could feel it in myself. I'm like, man, what am I doing? Like, and then, I said, you know what? I had my first meeting and I was like, you know what? I feel a little weird. So I'm going to actually close my computer and just do some meditation right here, right now. I got in my room, fucking just Closed my eyes, deep breathing. Did my breathing exercises, and that felt a lot better. Give myself some affirmations, you know what I mean? Really just grounded myself. Hashtag stay grounded at We the Basement. And I felt my day get a whole lot better from there, baby. Like, it's all about taking care of your mental. Maybe if that guy was taking care of his mental, he wouldn't have been speeding like he did. Maybe he would have been in the right mind to say, you know what, I'm on the clock. You know, I got a job to do. So I'm going to just go ahead and take my time with it. Meditate, y'all. I'd highly recommend it. You guys ever feel weird in the day? You guys ever stop what you're doing? Because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I'm not funny. But I'm telling you to meditate because it does work. That's a real vibe check.
Nice. That's a good one. And I think
Yes, sir.
I think to that point, it's very important to use that as like to recalibrate yourself, you know, like mind and matter, body and soul in one. And that's, yeah, meditation is definitely a way to do that. So,
Hell yeah, brother. All right. Now let's get into the down in your thoughts for this week. See, in celebration of Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Drinko, as the gringos like to call it, I wanted this week's down in your thoughts to be a little fun. I wanted to ask the podcast, what is your craziest drunk story? Now, since I know I'm popping this question out of nowhere on you, Anthony, I'm going to go ahead and go first so you could think of your time. But one of my craziest drunk stories was definitely a time when I visited you out in Merced. Those were some wild days. If you don't know about Merced, it's a California university out here, one of the newest UCs, and it's on the up and up. My boy over here went to college over there, and one night we were just out and about, as college kids do, pre-COVID, you know, not worry about nothing. And I will speak for myself. I ended up getting pretty faded. I ended up riding in the trunk of an SUV, not an SUV, but like a crossover, like a, you know, kind of an SUV, but not. And we all went to Denny's, and we was about to get some good ass food, you know what I mean? Can never go wrong with a nice moons over my hammy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Denny's, better than IHOP. And we got in there and we sat down, and then as we were ordering, I was like, you know what? I got to go to the bathroom. So I decided to go to the bathroom, and I fell asleep.
you crazy.
Straight up Z's right on the toilet, asleep, knocked out, woke up 45 minutes later, like, what the hell happened? Went back to the table. Everyone had already finished eating. They were like, where did you go, Ricky? I was like, I was in the bathroom. They were like, what the hell? Oh my God. And that was the night that I missed Denny's.
Damn, that's a crazy story.
Yes, sir. That. I actually wrote a short story about that in college. Super weird. I don't know why. It was in my creative writing class. Yeah, she failed me. She thought I was just taking it as a joke.
She thought
you
you're
couldn't
partying
tell.
too much.
Yeah, whatever.
Nice.
Fucking
All
square.
right.
How about
My
you, Anthony?
craziest drunk story was actually the day I turned 21. I
Oh,
was
talk about it.
I was studying abroad at the time, and I remember we went out. We were in Rome, Italy,
Roman.
and we went to an Irish pub.
What?
And my classmates that I studied abroad with were buying me shots. I remember getting in a fight in there, but like we were just like grabbing each other's shirts, like, and like almost swinging, but not really. We're just like, and then yeah, it was just crazy. And I don't remember much from that night, but I do remember waking up in my underwear in my bed, and my bed was fine, but all around the bed was just throw up. And
Ew.
I had no recollection of what happened. I was like, my bed's perfectly fine. Who threw up on the floor? I thought it wasn't me, but it turned out it was me. And went to the bathroom, and my clothes were there. And just the one crazy night.
Oh my god. Oh, our
21.
wild days.
Yeah, turning 21 abroad. Good times.
Oh my god. Well, thank you for sharing your craziest drunk story. We would love to hear your crazy drunk story. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that jazz, even TikTok at We the Basement. Interact with us. We'd love to hear it. Awesome. I think it's time to talk about what went down this week. Where should we start, Antonius?
Where did we begin?
I don't know if I'm just a hater. I think I am hating. I wanted to talk about this crypto shit going on again because everybody is on this Dogecoin stuff.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
didn't know, Dogecoin actually went up to another high, and they're expecting it to go up even more as Elon Musk is actually set to be on SNL this Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, live from... how does it go? I never watched SNL.
Live from New York City. It's
It's
Saturday
Saturday
Night Live.
night.
I
No,
don't
I
know.
don't think that they just say
Some-
it's Saturday night. I was
Yeah.
always more of a Mad TV guy myself.
Damn.
Yes,
Throwback.
sir.
Back in the days.
Mad TV was the shit. I liked it way more than Saturday Night. But Saturday Night Live must have been better because it's the one that lasted this long. So, but yeah, man, Elon is actually set to host Saturday Night Live this Saturday. Tomorrow, if you're listening, when you're listening to this on Friday. And there's a lot of controversy behind it. I guess that people are saying, why are you going to let this guy who, undermined or just kind of didn't take COVID as serious host Saturday night? It's all just a ploy. They're saying he's just using it for his crypto stuff. And I just think I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm just hating because I got
Yeah.
out way too early. Like I should have held, bro. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think it's too late to go back in. You probably just got to wait for like 36, 40 cents.
Even then, it's like at this point, I don't know. I personally don't like the risk of it. I'd rather invest my money elsewhere, even if I could make a little bit more. I just think it's gonna go back down again. I personally don't think it's a smart investment just because it's very volatile. It's very risky. It's a joke coin in a way. So I'm not taking that serious. I'm investing into other things. But yeah, bro, people are making bank off of this, and we
Yeah.
have a lot of talks in the group chat about these types of coins and like how taxes work. Someone actually mentioned early, and this is a little bit of news for all of y'all that are into, well, you probably know about this already, but for those that don't know, get into really investing your money, right? Financial literacy. We talked about this on the pod before, but you should know that if you take out your money too quick, which I didn't know, and I probably have to put this in my taxes this year, but if you pull it out within a year, you're taxed, I think, like 14% or something like that. But if you take it out within the first 30 days, you get like a 30% tax or something like that, right, Ant?
Something like that. It really
Mhm.
depends which bracket you're at, income
Oh
wise.
yeah,
Because if you're making less than 40K,
45.
then
Yeah,
40,000 a year, then
nothing.
you could trade day trade as many times as you want, and they won't tax you for the profits. But if you pull it out before a year, usually they tax you like a short term tax. But if you hold for more than a year, they'll do a long term uh, hold
Yes, sir.
tax.
That's how it is. Be smart with the money.
Just do
Get
your
gains.
research.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we are
best
not
advice we can
investors.
give.
We are not investors. Do not take this as financial advice. We are solely an entertainment podcast here to inform the people about big things, such as Bill Gates and Melinda Gates getting divorced.
Damn.
Can you say sugar mama? Melinda. Don't call me. Call my boy. Not
Damn.
Anthony either. Talk about Simon. Hit him up. Single, ready to mingle.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Money
Dude,
talk.
I guess she's closing up that Windows. Am I right?
Wow. It's because he couldn't get hard. He was Microsoft.
Oh man.
Fucking got him, dude.
Okay.
Oh shit, son. Why am I talking bad about Bill Gates like that, man?
Yeah.
Hey, you know they said that he was cheating. He was cheating on Melinda with his ex, who he was taking annual vacation trips with her, bro. You know that?
Damn.
Did you know that the CEO of Oracle once rented out a whole island for his ceremony, for his wedding ceremony, and it only cost him like $600K? Now, I know I say only, but like, bruh, to like millionaires and shit, like $600K, billionaires. I think
house.
Oracle's probably $1 billion. Yeah, what the fuck? That's even for like, come on, that's a house out here in Cali. Like, bruh, like 600,000. He rented out a whole island just for his wedding ceremony. How baller is that?
Damn.
He just did that. I think Melinda and Bill, they had rented out a whole, I forgot what, like they rented out a whole region, and they had helicopters that would make it so that people couldn't rent helicopters to go on and take pictures of their wedding. He literally stopped them on the ground and in the sky.
Oh, helicopters.
Yeah, that's what I believe Bill Gates did.
I was
that.
like, what the hell is a copter?
Did I say copter?
No, I thought you meant like hella of them.
Helicopter, bruh, there were helicopters. Ugh.
Ugh. All right.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like,
It's crazy.
no, it was crazy. And I mean,
Well, now they're divorced, so money not well spent.
they already had like they didn't have a prenup, but they had like a separation plan.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know. It was some people are saying that it was actually all like a ploy, or everyone on Twitter at least was talking about how it's so crazy that this divorce could affect so many things that they had to make a public announcement about it. Because as you know, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which donates to a bunch of charities and a bunch of nonprofits and a bunch of just organizations, if a divorce happens, you usually split all the assets. There's a lot of legal shit, so you don't know if you're going to get funded again. But they literally control so much, and they put in for so many things that fund all these different organizations, that they had to go public and be like, by the way, we're divorcing. Don't worry. Y'all still going to get paid. Don't trip. It's all good. You know what I mean?
Dang.
The power that the rich have is crazy, bro.
The stocks for Microsoft is probably going to be affected. Would it not?
They're like, oh, he can't keep a woman. Devalue the company. If he can't take care of his woman, how is he going to take care of this company? You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Bars. I'm just saying. I don't know. It was a really big thing, I guess, in the news this week, though. Another thing that happened was Biden's first address to Congress. So it has been 100 days past now since Biden took office, and he came out with some new. He unveiled a new $1.8 trillion families plan, where he's basically calling for universal preschool for 3 and 4 year olds and 2 free years of community college, a national paid leave program, and $800 billion in tax credits for families and workers. So he's really trying to do, better. Not a lot of things have happened since he actually, from all the promises he did. What I hate was that when Trump was president, he literally just did whatever the hell he wanted. But Biden be like, no, it doesn't work like that, That's not how the world works. Like, bruh, fuck out of here, bro.
We're getting another stimulus check.
I hope so, bro. I'm trying to invest that. Let me
And
get
Doge,
that.
huh? Because I got some in the mail today. I don't know how long it's been there, but it's saying that we're gonna be receiving. It says like from the White House, signed Joe Biden.
Oh, it was from the IRS, right?
Yeah, from the IRS.
Bruh, tell me why when I saw that letter, my fucking stomach dropped, bro.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I was like, they
The base of
fucking
the
got me.
podcast.
Yeah. I was like, they finally caught us. Our money laundering scheme. How do you guys have hundreds of $1,000s in revenue, but 30 listens per episode on SoundCloud?
Don't worry about it.
We have really rich listeners. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, chase a bag. Don't worry about what I'm doing. You feel me? I don't believe there will be another stimulus check though.
So we've received that one already that they're talking about.
Yeah. Basically it was just Biden fucking saying,
Like, hey, my promise has
welcome.
been kept.
Yeah. He's like, what's up?
Here's the receipt.
He said, yeah. He said, per.
Per my promise. Yeah.
And Democrats are trying to get a fourth stimmy, but with his excuses that he's coming up with, I don't know if that's gonna happen. People are just starting to open up, man. We've been talking about this. Hey, I was out and about. I've been to restaurants now. I'm getting my. Oh, by the time you guys actually hear this episode, I'll be getting my second dose. So I'm gonna be fully vaxxed.
Your dose.
My Dos Equis, most interesting man in the world right here. And I'm gonna be vaxxed, still wearing my mask, but I've been out, man. I've been supporting the economy, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to enjoy what I missed out on, you know what I mean? And just trying to see, bro. I see a lot of people out here, man, and it's good to feel that kind of normalcy again. That's all I'm saying, bro.
What do you do with people that don't wear their masks now, though? That's getting too comfortable. Because you see them in public. I know you see them in public.
I mean, I just stay away from them. You know what I mean?
Just wear your mask, right?
Yeah, and
just go about wearing your mask.
Around here, they're still good about having business orders where like you have to have your mask still, So as long as we're in a place of business, like in a enclosed space, if you're gonna be next to me, like just wear your mask. But as soon as we like get seated or whatever, then it's cool. But yeah, I'm still careful. Still, every day I get my temperature check. I think the temperature check thing is gonna be like a pretty common thing nowadays. And yeah, man. How about you? Do you square up with them or what?
With who?
People that don't wear their masks?
Nah. No, I just don't even like surround myself with them.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think now we're at the point where like if you don't wear your mask, I get it, I guess. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's not good.
I went to a party and I was the only one wearing a mask.
Really? You fucking square.
So I took off my mask at like a certain point, but then I was like, what am I doing? And then I put my mask on again. So for like 30 minutes in the party, I took off my mask because I was like, yeah, nobody has a mask on.
That's responsible of you, though.
But then I was like, oh.
Yeah, I probably would have taken it off. Probably, but nah, I
The
don't know.
conformity theory, or
I mean, yeah, right. You feel like people are judging you. Isn't that weird? Because people are still dying, bro. You hear about India?
hell yeah.
Bruh. They just hit new records for like most deaths in a day or something like that.
Bam.
They have a huge ass COVID spike over there, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Honestly, pray for Colombia. Pray for India too, bro. Like, and over there, it's a different type of system, bro. There's the whole caste system that'll prevent you from getting help you need. Like, you know, it definitely is going to affect those that aren't as privileged to have the type of resources you need in order to get help, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I'm saying just be cautious, be careful. You know what it is. As long as we careful out here. If you coughing, don't go anywhere else. Don't listen to Joe Rogan. Don't, go get the vaccine. Even if you know that Pfizer's actually trying to push, they just got approved to give the shot, they got the shot to they got approved to give adolescents from 12 to 15 the vaccine, but now they're actually trying to seek authorization to be able to vaccinate kids 2 to 11. Would you want your 2 to 11-year-old to get the vaccine?
Yeah. Why not?
Right? Cuz that's how you really get rid of the vaccine. It's like it starts
Or
by making like the young ones
the
more
virus,
immune.
yeah.
I believe that's what I heard on the NPR, the Daily podcast. They were talking about how if they get this authorization, it's being able to get people when they're young to grow those antibodies that will really help stop like the spread like indefinitely, kind of. Not indefinitely, but very very high, very low probability that it will arise. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you rarely hear of like tuberculosis. I actually have
Polio.
tuberculosis in my blood. But yeah, polio, it's rarer now than it was before. So it starts with the kids. I remember I was talking to my girl about this one day because of Joe Rogan's thoughts or what he brought up. And I was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't want my kid to be vaccinated. But now that I think about it, I think it would be if it's beneficial for everybody, you know what I mean? Like, let's do it.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah. And as they're trying to get the authorization for that, Johnson and Johnson still out here. It didn't really stop much. I think it's okay. You don't
They're
have
back
to get
on.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
I,
back
I
on.
wanted to get the Johnson and Johnson because it's only
You
one dose.
you'd rather get it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Then
crazy.
coming back for a second dose.
Nah, you're
But
crazy, bro.
it is what it is.
It is what it
Beggars
is.
can't be choosers.
Yeah, they can't. Something else that I heard on a daily podcast that's actually really been popping out here in terms of topics of discussion is there's been a lot of talks about the declining birth rate in the U.S. and how they're actually not correlating it to, but comparing it to Japan. Because remember how we talked a couple episodes ago, I believe the episode 140, maybe 4 or 5, it was about porn changing the world.
Yeah.
And we discussed how there was a porn star, I forgot her name, ex-adult star, we'll say it that way. But she was
Never met her.
basically what?
Go ahead.
She's your favorite one? Anyways, she was basically discussing about how social media has made it so that people get accessibility to pornography so much earlier and so much easier than we have ever before, that it's causing people to become less social, insecure, and therefore they're not out here actually meeting each other, meeting women, meeting men, whatever.
Sexing
And
up.
huh?
They're not over here sexing it up.
Yeah, they're not out here sexing it up, exactly. And they were talking about recently on the daily podcast that if it continues to go in this cycle, And they even brought up social media and pornography as some of the reasons why the U.S. might be declining in birth rates. They compared it to Japan, and they told a story about a village where there's only 12 people that live there, just 12 people, but the whole village is full of dolls. Like, it's so weird. Like, on the streets, there's like dolls. There's like a school building, like legit, it looks like it is a school, but inside on the chairs are just dolls. And it turns out that like one of the women in the village, because they're all adults now, decided that it was feeling kind of lonely, so the dolls would make it less weird. And they just went into the whole decline of how there's literally women out here who miss their bus on purpose because it's the only time they have to themselves. In Japan, it's a whole different type of culture. The woman is the one that takes care of the kid always. The birth rate is declining so hard because girls don't want to have babies, bro. Like, they're literally taking care of the kids the whole time. And they followed a woman in Japan as part of the interview, and she was just like missing the train on purpose to not have to get back right away to take care of the kid. And they're even taking like pictures in wedding booth like studios where like it looks like you're in a wedding, like you have the dress and everything, but it's just for pictures. So they're chilling over there, bro. They ain't trying to have no kids, and like the government is suffering for it. I think in 2045, it's estimated that they're gonna have less than 100 million people or something like that.
Why is that? What's the reason behind low reproduction? Because
The
porn?
culture, the way that the woman is supposed to just take care of everything. Like I mentioned, that's why they don't want to get married and have kids.
So
They
now
shamed
because women have more like ambition,
exactly.
they don't
Yeah.
want to stay home and raise the kids. Okay.
Exactly. They were talking about how like it all started when in Japan there was a surplus of jobs or something like that, and then the women had to like start working, and because of that they no longer had to stay home. So now they have more ambition, more goals. There is a lot of shame when it comes to not working also. So like paternity leave, for a man to do paternity leave, which is something one of the Japanese diplomats wanted to do, he got shamed for it so bad. People saying that he isn't a good worker, that he brings shame, and that type of thing doesn't make the man want to, or doesn't give the man the opportunity to be with the kid and really be part of that family. Instead, he's just put into this role where it's like you got to work to sustain him, you know? So because of all these things, they've been just talking about these declining birth rates and how it might just happen over here in America. We're all having kids at a like older age. Everyone, you don't really see a lot of teen pregnancies. You don't really, well, there's been a decline. You still see some, but there's definitely been a decline in the amount of pregnancies every year. And it's crazy.
Do you think that's because we stopped showing 16 and pregnant?
I think it's because 16 and Pregnant came out. Everyone saw that show and was like, "Oh my god,
It's rough.
yeah." They're just like,
I
don't
see.
think so. Yeah, that was some trash TV. I never watched that shit.
Yeah, me too.
90 Day Fiance though, that shit was my shit.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore, bro. Bad Girls Club is on Netflix now or Hulu, I think. I never watched those shows either, but it gets saucy, you know. It gets fucking.
Why are you promoting a show you don't really watch?
I don't know. You brought up 16 and Pregnant.
I don't watch. Yeah, you're right.
There's a funny ass show called Love After Lockup where people meet in prison. Like people on the outside meet people in prison and fall in love. Like they like write to them and then they meet them when they get out. And then it's like they just like record like how it is. And it's crazy, bro. If y'all like trash TV, I definitely recommend Love After Lockdown. That shit is so trash.
Dang.
It's hilarious, man.
Have you ever seen 60 Days In?
No, what's that about?
So it's about they're trying to find out what's going on in the prison system. So they plant a decoy to stay in the prison.
Oh,
And then that decoy just has to convince all of the inmates
you mean a
that
mole?
they're a mole.
Mm-hmm.
No, a mole is a rat.
Well, a mole is someone that you plant into an organization in order to get info out of that organization.
There you go. Yeah, so exactly something like that. So
Okay.
they planted a mole in jail or in prison, and their job is to befriend basically people like the inmates, and they have 60 days to do it. Um, and some of there's like people in the general ward, people in like the women's ward or the general population. So you get different perspectives, and yeah, and some of them are on to the moles. They're like, hey, you're not like they're onto them.
Really?
Yeah, but it's still reality TV, so don't be fooled.
Does anyone get beat up
No, but they've had to put them in isolation
to protect them?
because to protect themselves. Yeah.
You think it's fake?
Nah.
No.
Nah, I think there's some realness in there, but
How do you think they're allowed to show the inmates without their permission? Or do you think they recorded the show first and then afterwards ask the inmates, "Hey, just so you know, we got it all on tape.
they're like, yeah,
You could like let
like, hey,
us
if we show it, if we release it, you'll get, minus
this time, maybe
time.
money." Hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
You think they do that? Yeah, maybe afterwards. Maybe that's how they do it, huh? That'd be cool. I don't know. I'm not into
Would
trash
be
TV.
cool to go to prison.
Well, just to get paid and like be on a reality show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really into trash TV like that. I'd be busy, bro. And then I go to sleep at 10 to go to the gym at 5 in the morning. And it's like on the
How's that
weekends.
going?
It's good. It's good. I really like it actually. I like the energy that it gives me throughout the day, and then because I can't work out after, bro, because I got hella stuff to do. Still trying to make magic happen.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see. Something else that happened this week. Drake was actually in the news because he is Drake is in hot water for
Hmm.
kind of breaking up this couple. See, basically what happened was he invited this girl, Naomi Sharon, to go record a song for his new album, Certified Lover Boy, that's coming out soon. And she has a fiance. They went to Drake's estate and they came back split. The fiance said that she was being, she wasn't being loyal, and that Drake basically was a homewrecker. And a lot of people were talking about it and saying, "Hey, man, you were engaged with this girl for 8 years. You deserve it."
Were they engaged for 8 years though, or were they just in a relationship for 8 years?
From what I heard, they were saying that they were engaged for 8 years. So, yeah, if they were saying, if you've been together with someone, if you were engaged to someone for that long, then it's your fault if you lose her.
You know?
What would you think about that if Drake stole your girl, bro?
Damn, I'd be like that guy.
Bro, imagine you would have to delete so many songs off your phone.
Probably just like an album or two.
Bro, that's it? That's all you got? I got like at least 4 albums. Hella features.
A lot of features. Yeah, a lot of
Bruh.
features.
Come on, bro. It's Drake.
Would you still listen some though?
Fuck no.
Damn. You won't separate the art from the artist?
I not when he stole my girl.
Damn. You judging right now.
I'm petty.
You
You
judging
know I'm
real hard.
petty. You know I'm petty, bruh.
Still gotta appreciate the art.
Fuck that. I'm not gonna appreciate it when I start crying. All right.
Hella mad. Yeah.
I'm already mad, bruh.
All right. Let's change the topic.
You pulled the goddamn string, Anthony. I told you about this. Not on the pod. Oh my god. And yeah, man. Other than that, no other major things in the news. Those were some of the biggest topics that went down this week. There is a Silence the Same virtual gala happening today. It's for mental health. You probably already missed it, though, if you're listening to this on Friday. One other thing is that Peloton actually is finally recalling their treadmills. So if you remember a couple episodes ago, we discussed how Peloton, the exercise equipment company, and it's not just exercise equipment. They actually provide you with a database of informational videos that give you access to, strength training videos, cycling videos, high intensity interval training. Like it's a whole program in there. It's not just about a bike, but they do sell these really expensive treadmills that have been in the news for some incidents that have happened with children. There's about 39 cases of children being hurt by these treadmills because they're elevated. Yeah, bro, they're elevated, and kids literally, if you get too close while it's on, they get sucked into the bottom of it. And one of the kids unfortunately passed away from this treadmill. We talked about this a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, at first Peloton was like, are y'all dumb? Like, not like that, but they were just like, why are you letting your kids near these machines? We put warning signs. We told y'all, like, but everyone was like, you should put something behind it maybe to like not have that type of, opening. And they were like, nah, like y'all should just listen to instructions, be careful, yada, yada. And they finally decided.
39 children?
39 cases of children being hurt, yes. 1 death, 1 fatality.
So 39 children hurt,
Mm-hmm.
1 dead.
Yeah.
That's 78 bad parents. It's a lot of bad parents.
How do you know one of them isn't a single mother, Anthony? The strongest parent.
Takes 2 to tango. So somebody's still responsible.
It's that
technically 2
right.
should be responsible, but yeah,
man.
At least 78. That's a lot. I mean, I think after the 3rd child, they should have created a warrant, a caution sign.
Right. Some, like, come on. 39, you waited for that, and they didn't even recall it until now, and they had to backtrack.
Now you got to recall the whole thing instead of just like, you probably have to recall the whole thing anyways.
Yeah, they're recalling all of them. Their stocks fell, valuation down. It's not really doing so well. But
good time to buy. That's what I'm hearing.
Is it though? You're the one that actually has the great financial advice, so maybe I will. I'm about to load up on Peloton stocks. You hear me?
Nah, chill. How much is it? It's like $110, 112.
Damn, I don't even know. You really just put that shit out there, huh? You be looking up a lot, huh?
Nah, sometimes I just have what do you call that? When you put a check mark on it, it's $82.
Okay. Yeah,
it lost $14.
14%, yeah. Yes, sir.
Or 14%.
Something like that.
Which is $14. Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah. So I don't know. No financial advice here, but Something else that went down this week, there was actually a video of Blueface circulating the internet being compared to R. Kelly because he's having his girls get a tattoo of him in a house. He basically went like room to room. They were in like bunk beds, like they look like dorm rooms, and a lot of people were comparing him to R. Kelly, saying he's like trafficking or like abusing them. And then some crazier stuff that happened was he was actually on video with a friend of his breaking into a neighbor's house because the neighbor had complained about their noise. And it's all on video, bro. I swear artists be snitching on themselves. Or it was like his baby mom's or something. She was recording it. And they basically broke into the neighbor's house and they beat him just in the kitchen. And then the girl was saying, beat her too, saying it to the girl that like owned the house, the neighbor. And she was like, no, I'm pregnant. And you could see like dude backed off of her. But it was crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy how people be really, like, snitching on themselves out here, bro. I'm just saying, though, if you mess with the wrong one, you breaking into that house and you getting, you're not coming out okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So.
Gotta be careful out here.
Yes,
Streets
sir.
are tough.
Yeah. It's tough. It's you gotta stay strapped, man. Stay ready. I've been leaning more on that side. A lot of my peeps have been, promoting self-defense, staying armed, using your Second Amendments, and just being ready just in case, bro. You never know, honestly. Like, I want to go to the gun range soon. If you guys haven't gone to the gun range, it's hella fun.
Take me, bro.
Why
don't you ever put me on?
Hey, man.
You always make me miss out on the good stuff.
All right, you know what? That's settled. We're going. We hitting the range, and I ain't talking about golf. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about Top Golf. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing for Mother's Day?
I asked my mother if she wanted to go eat somewhere, go hike somewhere, do something. She said no. She'd rather just stay inside. So probably just going to buy her some flowers, maybe an edible arrangement. Those are always nice. Oof, yeah, that sounds hella good. And then just chill at home, man. It's going to be hot. It's been getting hot. I turned on the AC again.
Yeah, it has been getting hot.
Yes, sir. I turned on the AC again. And I don't know. What are you going to do?
Probably the same. Dinner with my mama. Yeah, just spend time with her. At her house. Maybe drop off some dip delights. Whoever needs them. Got some chocolate covered strawberries at the Dip Delights. Order yours.
Official sponsor of the pod.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. But yeah, for Mother's Day should be fun. Just looking forward to spending some time with her.
Yep. To all the listeners out there, make sure you buy your mama some flowers, all right? That's
something nice.
That's your number one right there. All right, and I think it's about that time to get into this week's Shit Show of the Week.
It's the shit show. It's the shit show. Okay.
Yes, sir. This week's Shit Show of the Week goes to someone who went above and beyond for their job when in reality, he definitely didn't have to. You see, a St. Louis DJ recently was the topic of conversation as he lost a bet on the Mason and Remy morning show. Because of that bet, he had to reach into a box of notes, and whatever the note said, he had to do. When he pulled out the note, it said tattoo. Now, if you were to get that, you might think, oh, maybe I could get a temporary tattoo. Oh, maybe I can do, draw something on my arm, make it seem like a tattoo. But some people go above and beyond, and what Mason decided to do is actually get a tattoo of WIL 92.3, the radio station's logo that he worked with, on his arm. Now, it would be all fine and dandy, except that for Mason Shredder, he got laid off less than a week later.
Damn.
Listen, these jobs don't love you. What you would do for them, they would not do for you. We are the generation that says, hey, man, if I'm not getting what I deserve, if I'm not being valued, I am out. And that's the type of energy you got to have with these jobs. See, these jobs ain't loyal. You know what I mean? If they need you out because there's something cheaper, some way to automate whatever type of work you're doing, they are going to do that. Trust and believe. Even if you get a tattoo of them to show your loyalty, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, we're just being used for our labor and we're all replaceable. Mason Schrader learned that lesson, a very hard lesson. But let us be wise and learn from his mistakes. Mason, I wish you good luck, but you are definitely this week's shit show of the week.
Dang, that sucks.
It sucks, huh?
Imagine having to apply to the other radio station
With
and
the
they're
big
like, tell
ass
me
logo.
about your tattoo.
I see you decided to wear a short sleeve today. Bold move. He's like, hey, man, my biggest weakness, I love too much. I love too hard. And he just shows the tattoo. Oh, my God. Mason. All right, now it's time to get into this week's Shout Out of the Week.
Shout out of the week.
Shout Out of the Week. Thank you, everybody. This week's shout out of the week, we have the amazing, the splendid, the oh so visual, the one, the only Manveer Comer. See, Manveer is an employee at a gas station near Center City. And one day, while he was working, a customer came in, a man and a woman, and they were looking very suspicious. They went straight to the ATM. The man was telling her to pull money out. When she couldn't, they went to the front. He bought a pack of cigarettes, making her pay with her debit cards and credit cards. And that's when Manveer noticed that something was a little off. She was a little scared, it appeared. And what he decided to do, not a lot of men would do. See, what Manveer decided to do was actually get in between 40-year-old Nathaniel Rodriguez, who was holding the woman hostage. Turns out that he had carnapped her with what she thought was a gun and making her drive to different ATMs to withdraw money from. Manveer decided to put on his cape, go out, and stop this man from taking her any further. He got in between them. The man left, trying to pull a fake gun out, thinking he was going to fool him, but it didn't work. And Manveer ended up possibly saving this woman's life. Manveer, I salute you, sir. You did a great service. You are a hero without a cape, and you are this week's Shout Out of the Week.
Shout out of the week.
Shout Out of the Week.
All right. And with that, I think that brings us to some wise words for the week. To start it off, here's our very own soundboard guy, Ricky.
So, on the topic of this month being Mental Health Awareness Month, I would like to start off this week's wise words by saying your mental health is a priority. Your happiness is an essential. Your self-care is a necessity.
Thank you. And last but not least, I want to leave everybody off with this. If you look at what you have in life, you will always have more. And with that, tune in again next week because we are out.
Shout out to Simon. We miss you, bud. Have a great week.
Great week, everyone. You deserve it. You're the best.
Today, your day.
And if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, at We The Basement. We love to get a chance to interact with you guys. And until next week, we are out.